Robert E. Simons is a local electrical engineer here in Draper. Um, I just wanted to tell a little bit about his business. It's called Specialized Manufacturing. It started in 1996. It's a contract manufacturing company with a full range of electrical cable harness assembly and sheet metal fabrication. So this machine right here is bending metal. This uses 88 tons of pressure to help bend the metal into whatever shape you need. This one is shaping it into a seat for a motorcycle. It's very heavy duty equipment, and you have to be trained and certified to be able to use this type of equipment. Obviously, you have to be very safe. You have gloves and goggles and headphones so that you don't metal accidentally touches you or flies in your face. Okay, this is a really big metal machine called the Amada AE2510NT. So this is poking holes in the metal, or I guess drilling little holes in the metal so that they can put screws and bolts in there and make it for all different kinds of things. So it's this company uses state-of-the-art laser cutting technology to make holes in metal, and they make products for aerospace, military, commercial companies, and hobbies like that motorcycle seat and other things like that. So this is very specialized equipment, and I mean, you just put the metal in there and it knows exactly where to make the holes so that you can put wires through there or bolts or screws, all kinds of things. Robert E. Simons, he did not go to college for this. He is a self-trained electrical engineer. He has done thousands and thousands of hours of like certifications and trainings, that kind of thing. But he started this company from his basement, the ground up, and now it's a thriving company here in Draper, and he has about 100 employees, and they make all kinds of things for different big companies like the military and SpaceX and NASA and that kind of thing. So this machine is doing more work with the metal side. Some of the equipment forms the metal, or they can weld metal, they can weld aluminum, steel, stainless steel. This is, again, very specialized machines that you have to have very special training to be able to use. Just go ahead and keep watching this machine. So a lot of these machines are showing what they do to the metal, but on the other side of specialized manufacturing, they work on cables. So that's all the wiring in airplanes and even wiring in, like your phone charger or your computer charger. They do all that kind of stuff. They do wire cutting and stripping, soldering, tinning, molding, braiding, and heat shrink tubing on wires. So here's the engraver machine. This is engraving on a water bottle, and you can do different designs and whatever you want. So the laser engraver and cutter cuts on aluminum, steel, wood, and plastic. So they're doing laser engraving. This is a water bottle for a missionary at the Temple Square Mission. And this is a little polisher. So they put metal parts in here, and they're perfectly polished so that there's no rough edges or spiky edges, and they're nice and smooth and they don't catch on anything. So it's very cool. This is some more of that engraving. Sometimes they use high pressure water to engrave things in metal. Here's a grinder. They grind the pieces of metal and to make them very smooth, and you don't want any pieces of metal catching on anything. You want just a perfectly smooth piece of metal. Here's where you lay this. more of the whole company. You can see all these big machines. There's some metal. Each machine has a computer attached to it, so you have to know how to work the computer program as well. Here's another machine, and this does more of that etching with the water, so it's very high pressure water, like the water pressure you might use outside in your backyard, but it's even higher pressure, and it washes the metal and engraves it and can make it bend in different ways. So very powerful. If you sprayed yourself, you might not have the face. So here's some metal pieces that go into airplanes. Here's some more machines on the cable side. Even more machines on the cable side. These are all different kinds of machines that they make. Here's some little wiring pieces that they make. More of the machines with the wires. Here's more of the wiring harnesses. You would see these in airplanes and computer plugs and all those kinds of things. This is kind of the setup of the work. There's a lot of people that work here. More machines on the cable side. Lots and lots of wire here. So any color you could ever want. Here's all the inventory, and these are all the parts, and they're color coordinated and organized so that you know where everything is. Here's some of the metal pieces that they bend with those machines that bend. And here's more metal.